Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your August 2018 love reading. Just give me a minute, guys, as I focus on your cards. The central issue for you regarding love in the month of August is the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is traditionally a card about being a bit separate, spending some time alone. It tends to be on reflection. It's connected with the Hermit card, number 9. So I think there's a need for you to spend some time working some stuff out, Capricorn, to tell you the truth. Mars is going retrograde back into your sign. You won't have it again for a few years. And there's been an issue you haven't been dealing with, okay? So what lies behind you as you move into August is the Magician card. So the Magician card is a really powerful manifester. In a love reading, it does speak of quite a powerful, almost hypnotic draw towards someone. It's it's almost being sort of under a spell. But the universe works in really, really bizarre ways. In some ways, the universe gets your attention is through the power of very, very strong attraction. And that seems to be the theme of your month. It has been for the last few months. But there's a feeling it's still not quite been resolved yet, because you're going into the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords, traditional meaning is being torn between two people. It can represent a sense of separation, especially having that 9 of discs there. But I'm actually looking at the rest of the cards, and I think some Capricorns are torn, basically, because I pulled 2 other cards for you, and one was a card about releasing and a soulmate card, okay? Very, very similar to your general reading. And a very, very general theme is that you're really holding on tight here. It's it's actually, to tell the truth, it's like you're trying to guard off this energy to protect what you've already built, because behind this is the world he's already built, and then there's this new energy that's came in. And you're sort of trying to hold on to what you've already built, okay? No one likes change, but your outcome is the 10 of Cups, okay? This is emotional fulfillment, emotional happiness. It's the rainbow after the storm, which is really good, because I think some of you are going to resolve this issue once and for all. But the challenge you've got going on is it's almost that some of yous are holding on really, really tight to keep this energy out, because I clarified it with the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords is very much, there's an awful lot of mental stress. It's like you feel that you're trapped in a set of circumstances and not able to move on. But this is a mental card. This is more about really, really gripping and really holding on and really trying to keep this force of love or attraction out of your life, okay? Your best path to follow is the Ace of Wands, okay? So the Ace of Wands speaks of a passionate new beginning, moving towards some sort of new relationship. If some Capricorns are not leaving someone and moving on, this is about renewing the chemistry between you and an existing partner. But I think the central best path to follow, especially for yous who are going through an ending and moving towards a new beginning, your advice is to follow this new beginning because it's paired with the Fool card. The Fool card is the 0 card. It's the blank canvas. The Fool is a really, really exciting new beginnings, by the way. It's a really card about courageous. It's that divine Fool, that free spirit who just hears and feels this calling and who goes with this power. And the Ace of Wands is very much about sexual attraction. But one of the ways the universe speaks to us is through the power of attraction. It's actually one of the most potent ways the universe speaks to us. The difficulty here going on for you, Capricorn, is for some of you, there's definitely a conflict between an existing partner and a new partner. There might be some old belief systems that need to be released. There's release energy that needs to happen. You're sort of advised to spend at least some of the time in the energy of the Hermit, by yourself, in nature, taking time out. Because I want more clarity in here. But there's also, so what your hopes and fears are the Queen of Wands, okay? So the Queen of Wands, it's not for, I don't do particular signs, I look at the energy. The Queen of Wands is a really attractive attraction here. There's an awful lot of chemistry going on with someone. But again, you're resisting it because you feel trapped in the circumstances that you're currently in. This is quite an intense reading, okay? But the outcome is the King of Wands. Mars is going back into you. This is about courage. This is about finding the courage and the bravery to follow what your soul wants you to follow. And I might only be speaking to a few people, but I really think your soul wants you to go in this direction. But what happens is we become a little bit divided from ourselves. We all are. We all have a greater calling and we all have a more fear-based personality. And there's a real feeling that you're really, really trying to resist this attraction. The Wheel of Fortune appeared with it. When the Wheel of Fortune comes in a love reading, it's very much something that's been orchestrated by higher forces, okay? No control of it. It's probably a connection that you might not have seen coming. You might not even want it. But I sort of think that you do want it, guys, to tell you the truth. There's just an awful lot of fear. There's an awful lot of resistance. And I'm going to ask why you're resisting it, okay? You got the Ten of Wands, about why you're resisting this connection. Sometimes this appears when you already feel that you've got these obligations, okay? It quite often means that you don't feel karmically free to follow this connection. But I don't know how true that is. I mean, some of you might be in a Ten of Wands, okay? You might have children. There might be a lot of interlinks that you can't follow this attraction. But these aren't major arcanas. These are all states of mind, which is really saying that you can free yourself from this. I'm not going to say it's an oppressive situation, but I don't really think that's where your heart wants to be, guys. I think it wants to be here. But for some reason, you're blocking this. And again, with the Eight of Swords, it's a sort of trick of the mind. So we think we have to stay. Generally in 2018, it's issues to do with having your finances linked. Somehow your life is linked with someone else. and you feel it's preventing you from moving forward to this new very, very exciting adventure here. I almost want to pull another card for you. I mean, your advice could not be clearer from the universe that your best path to follow is to go into this new, whatever this new thing is, if it's a new relationship. It might be renewing an existing relationship. Maybe there's been a separation, there's been words spoken, and you're not in great communication together. So it's about a renewal of this bond. But I think for some of you, you feel that you're trapped in a situation you can't get out of. So you don't feel that you're able to follow this new bond. You're going to follow this new bond. Your outcome is the Ten of Cups. Yeah. And the result is the Happy card. Now you get this card because you've released what was holding you back. What's holding you back is these cards. Listen guys, you don't have to grip too tightly onto life. When we grip too tightly onto life, we get ourselves in a little bit of a mess. Yeah, you know, we really, really do. We get sick, we get unwell, because there's definitely the energy of release that wants to happen here. And I tell you, it's going to a really, really good place. The King and Queen of Wands are a perfect match. This is not gender specific. It can be any sexes, by the way, but there's an elemental perfection between these guys. Very, very hot attraction. As I said before, one of the ways the universe directs our soul is through the power of desire. Okay, it's one of the quickest way to get our attention. Only you can do the work to release yourself here. No one likes going through this energy. No one likes this, going through the Three of Swords. So you don't have to. You can stay exactly where you are if that's what you choose to do. Or you can't. You can go with this energy, this passion. The Fool card is our true home. It's where we all belong. It's where we all want to go back to. And it's sort of tempting you to go with it. And you've got this stuff, this old oppressive pattern in your thinking and in your mind. It's telling you all the reasons why you can't go there. Don't know what to say, guys. I'll try and get one more card for you. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. I mean, does it get any more clear than that? This is about using that fiery Mars and moving your life forward in a direction that has meaning, that has life. We're here to experience passion and love and creativity, and only you can hold yourself back in these cards. Very interesting reading, guys. Okay, you've got an awful lot going on this month, but you're being really, really helped. And the only thing that can hold you back is your own fears, your self-limiting beliefs, and the feeling of having to keep every single thing the same, rather than being this divine fool and trusting as you go forward that life's going to meet you and it's going to help you and support you, because this is a very, very attractive connection here, Capricorn. Okay, I'll speak to you later. Bye.